Hi guys, I really sincerely hope that I'm in Road to Executive right now. If I'm not, someone shoot me a text message and let me know. I wanted to quickly talk with all of you on how we can provide the skills, steps, language, and time coaching that we need to for one, our new stylists, because that should be different. That should be a different conversation than it is with our general team. But I see a lot of you when I'm asking like, hey, what are you doing? How are you helping your teams? Almost the first response I get is, I'm sharing graphics. I'm sharing graphics. I'm sharing graphics with my team. You guys, I cannot stress this enough. Sharing graphics is not coaching your team. Yes, it's providing them content, but that is not what they need. Especially a brand new stylist, they don't know what to do with the graphic. Show them how you use that graphic in a poll. Show them how you're going to use this graphic with an open-ended question to get engagement. Show them how you're going to use this graphic to send out in a back office email to the previous customers. Show them how you're going to use this graphic to reach out to all of your people that have ordered Himalayan salt. You know what I mean? We simply cannot just provide them with stuff, with content, without making sure that they know the steps, the skills, the language, or the time that it takes to do all of those things. So I would really encourage you when you're working with your new stylists to really back it up. Like, are you showing them the language? Do they even have the skills to know how to run a launch? Like, do they know they have to get in inboxes? And if so, are you just telling them to get in inboxes, or are you explaining to them ways to talk to people, how to get people engaging, and stuff like that? And then Haley Whitney brought up a really good point, and I want to talk about and address this as well. A lot of us do have teams that have these skills. They know how to post. They know wording. They've been doing this for a while. Sometimes people can just be lazy. I know that people love my wording, and if they were given the opportunity, they would ask me what I would post all the time, and they would just take my stuff. So with people that aren't brand new, meaning they're past their jumpstart period, and I have trained them, so I know that I've taught them those skill steps, time and language techniques. If I have someone in a group chat and they're like, oh my God, what is everybody doing for the launch today? What are you guys posting? My response is going to be like, wow, I would love to hear everyone's ideas. Sally, since you're so excited, go ahead and tell us what you're going to post, and then I'll share some ideas on what I'm going to post. Do you see how that gets them to stop being so dependent on me to do all of the work for them? Because at the end of the day, I don't want to be writing everyone's posts. With newbies, I will share my language. I will always, with brand new stylists, be sharing my language, be sharing my posts, doing everything else. But do not get stuck in the habit of doing that. Instead, ask questions. If someone is not brand new and you know that they're capable of compiling a post, and maybe they just want you to look it over or tweak it, I always say, oh my God, that's a great idea. Go ahead and share your wording. I would love to look it over. I would love everyone to share right now what they're going to post or what they're going to do. Or if someone's asking for an incentive, I'll be like, ooh, good idea, good topic. What incentives were you thinking of? What has crossed your mind? See how instead of just providing constant answers, so I'm their sole source and they're dependent on me to basically run their business for them, once they're past that newbie chat point, I'm now engaging them and getting them to be critical thinkers. I want them to think outside the box and start sharing and showing what they're using as ideas. So I work with my teams and train my people two different ways. Newbies, brand new stylists, I do show them the wording. I show them the baby step. I break it down step by step by step. But stylists that are just on my team that maybe prefer, like, I do things well. Obviously, you know how I got good at doing things well? Because I did it all myself. Because no one was giving me the wording or doing anything for me, and I made mistakes. So don't get stuck in that space where you're doing everything for your team. Don't be the only one sending graphics. They have Boss Nail Babes. I would encourage you guys to be putting your graphics instead in Boss Nail Babes, in the albums, so that your people are not dependent on you. Because one day when you don't post graphics, they're going to be, up shit creek. So stop making your people dependent on you if they're not brand new. Show them where to get those resources, and then, reward and encourage those that are sharing. Ask them to share theirs as well. Don't get stuck in this rut of being the only person for your team. It gets very, very exhausting the larger teams you get. And we want to teach people how to lead, and we want to teach people how to onboard and train their own new stylists. So have a great launch day today. Make sure you're taking the time to really thoroughly train those newbies. And then make sure that you're teaching and guiding those other stylists on your team, but you should not be baby birding them. You should not be doing all the work for them at this point. Instead, it's a discussion. Instead, it's a share with me your ideas. I'd love to look it over, or I'd love for us both to share our ideas. Instead, it's, hey ladies, everybody give me one idea that you're doing today.